Hi everyone, in this podcast I'll be talking about making, deleting and jumping to marks. Marks are a really good feature of the word processor because say you need to read some German and then move down to the questions, answer them and then go straight back up. If you don't have a lot of time, it can really save some time. So I have a document, an extract from Artemis Fowl, and I will move down a paragraph and then show you how to insert a mark.
Prologue.
To move down a paragraph, you press space and dots 5, 6, which I've done, and we are now at prologue.
Prologue.
And to read that out, I pressed space and dots 1, 4, 5, 6, which reads out a sentence. So I will insert a mark in here by pressing enter and dots 1, 3, 4.
Mark name, edit box.
Now it's important to note that you have to use a letter for each mark, only one letter. So for this one, I will call it mark A.
A. Mark inserted.
And you don't have to press anything, you just press the letter and then it will insert the mark. Now if I head down a few paragraphs,
how does one
with space and 5, 6.
There is no doubt that Artemis is a child prodigy, but why does someone of such brilliance dedicate himself to criminal activities? This is a question that can be answered by only one person.
And now I can jump back up to that mark by pressing enter and dots 2, 4, 5.
Jump to mark, edit box.
And then I will press the letter A. And I am back at prologue.
Prologue.
I just read out the sentence. So I will scroll down a few paragraphs using space and 5, 6 and then put in another mark.
How does one describe Artemis Fowl? There is no doubt that Artemis is a child prodigy, but perhaps the best way to create an accurate picture of Artemis is to tell the by now famous account of his first villainous venture. I have put together this report from first-hand interviews with the victims, and as the tale unfolds you will realize that this was not easy.
Alright, I will insert another mark by pressing enter and dots 1, 3 and 4.
Mark name, edit box.
And I will call this one mark B.
B. Mark inserted.
And then I will go to the top.
Top of document page.
That's space and dots 1, 2, 3. And then jump to mark B using enter and dots 2, 4 and 5.
Jump to mark, edit box.
And
perhaps the best way to create an accurate picture of Artemis is to tell the by now famous account of his first villainous venture. I have put together this report from first-hand interviews with the victims, and as the tale unfolds you will realize that this was not easy.
Alright, next I will show you how to delete a mark, and we will start with mark A. To do this I will press the backspace key and dots 1, 4 and 5.
Delete to mark, edit box.
Now delete to mark is quite confusing, but all it does is delete the mark. It doesn't delete any text associated with the mark, it just gets rid of the mark. So I will press the letter A.
Delete mark.
And it says delete mark, and now that mark is gone. To show that, I will try to jump to mark A.
Top of document page.
So enter and dots 2, 4, 5.
Jump to mark, edit box. No mark A.
And no mark A. I will delete the second mark that we have created, which is mark B, using backspace and dots 1, 4, 5.
Delete to mark, edit box, delete mark.
Now, another confusing thing that the Braille sense will tell you if you have no marks is the following.
The mark does not exist.
That simply means that you have no marks anywhere in the document. Right, so I'll just recap on the commands we used in this video. To make a new mark, you press Enter and M, dots 1, 3 and 4. To jump to a mark, you use Enter and J, which is dots 2, 4, 5. And finally, to delete a mark, you use backspace and D, which is dots 1, 4 and 5. And I hope that that this will help you save some time when doing work in the word processor. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast, and I'll see you in the next one.